Come on, Chiefs fans, celebrate hard. What an unforgettable night at Arrowhead Stadium. My heart is still racing. The Chiefs are now heading to their third consecutive Super Bowl, and it's so exciting. Man, I feel like we're getting closer and closer to that dream win. We have a lot to talk about in the big matchup against the Buffalo Bills. But before we continue, click the like button if you've been a Chiefs fan for over 20 years. It's great to see fans of all ages. There are people here who were there for the first game. I can only imagine how excited it must be to see another victory for our beloved team. If possible, comment like this: "Come on, Chiefs! Let's win another Super Bowl." What a game, Chiefs fans! Kansas City and Buffalo delivered another instant classic in what has become the defining rivalry of the 2020s. Last night's 32-29 win over the Bills was everything we could have hoped for: drama, lead changes, and ultimately another step toward history. The Chiefs are now headed to their third consecutive Super Bowl and fifth in the last 6 years. If they can secure victory in New Orleans on February 9th against the Philadelphia Eagles, they will be the first team in NFL history to achieve a three-peat in the Super Bowl. Let's take a step back and take a look at it all. The game started with a bang as the Chiefs marched 90 yards down the field, capped by Kareem Hunt's explosive 12-yard touchdown run. Buffalo responded with a field goal, but the game quickly turned into a chess match. The Bills capitalized on a rare Patrick Mahomes fumble, and James Cook scored a touchdown to give Buffalo an early lead in the second quarter. But this is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about. The guy came back with a vengeance, exploiting mismatches in the Bills' secondary, particularly against backup cornerback Kaiir Elam. Mahomes found Xavier Worthy repeatedly, including an 11-yard touchdown and another jaw-dropping catch that set up Mahomes' own 1-yard touchdown. Kansas City was up by 11. Buffalo, however, would not go away quietly. With just 2 minutes remaining in the first half, Josh Allen threw a beautiful 34-yard touchdown pass to Mac Hollins. After a Kansas City penalty, the Bills had a 2-point conversion chance from the 1-yard line, but the Chiefs' defense came through, stopping Allen. The second half began with Buffalo putting together a methodical 12-play drive. 11 of those plays were runs, and James Cook stretched into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. The Bills regained the lead, but failed on another 2-point attempt, keeping the score at 22-21. Then came the turning point. After forcing a Chiefs punt, Buffalo found itself in field goal range at the Kansas City 41. But on 4th and 1, instead of punting, they took a chance with a quarterback sneak. Nick Bolton and the Chiefs' defense were ready, stopping Allen and giving the ball back to Mahomes. And boy, did Mahomes deliver. A tight drive ended with his second rushing touchdown of the game, followed by a 2-point conversion to Justin Watson. The Chiefs were back on top, 29-22. The Bills wouldn't go away, though. Allen orchestrated a 70-yard drive, connecting with Curtis Samuel for a touchdown to tie the game with just a few minutes remaining. The final moments? Classic Chiefs football. With the game tied at 29, Mahomes methodically drove the team into field goal range. Butker hit a 35-yarder to put Kansas City ahead, and when Allen had one last chance, the Chiefs' defense came through once again. Pressure, deflected passes, and a 4th down stop sealed the deal. So here we are, Chiefs fans, on the cusp of history. The dynasty continues to grow, but the work isn't done. The Eagles are waiting, hungry for revenge after last year's Super Bowl loss. Can the Chiefs pull off the three-peat and solidify themselves as the greatest dynasty of all time? Let's talk about something that's been buzzing in the NFL world lately: Patrick Mahomes and why he's being labeled the league's villain. Stick around, because this one's worth it. According to veteran wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, the whole Mahomes is the villain narrative says a lot about how dominant and successful he is. Hopkins put it perfectly when he said, "Everybody has to pick someone to root against, and it's easy to pick someone who's winning as much as our guy." That's a fact. Winning breeds hate, and Mahomes is proving to be no exception. Hopkins even drew comparisons to legends like Tom Brady and Michael Jordan, saying, "It's the same reason people saw MJ as a villain or still talk about him backing down almost 30 years later. When you're that good and you keep winning, people get tired of it." And honestly, he's right. Patrick Mahomes is on a trajectory that puts him in the conversation with the greatest of all time, and that level of dominance comes with its fair share of criticism. Think about it, Mahomes was once seen as football's savior, the young gunslinger who was supposed to shake up the league. When he was neck and neck with Brady during the final years of the GOAT's career, people rooted for him. But now, things have changed. Once Mahomes became the face of the NFL, leading Kansas City to unparalleled success, the narrative shifted. Now, it's all about favorable officiating or asterisk luck. Asterisk, it's as if people need to find excuses to explain why he's so good. But here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes isn't just good, he's historically great. The Chiefs are headed to their 5th Super Bowl appearance with Mahomes under center, and they're chasing something that's never been done in NFL history, a three-peat. That's right. The Chiefs have already won 3 championships in the past few years, and now they're looking to make it 3 in a row. 7 AFC championship appearances, countless unforgettable plays, and a legacy in the making. How could anyone not respect that? Ultimately, the hate Mahomes gets is just a testament to how high he's climbed. When you're at the top, everyone wants to bring you down. But Chiefs fans, here's the real question. Does it matter? Mahomes isn't playing for approval. He's playing to win, and that's exactly what he's doing. So what do you think? Is the hate for Mahomes and the Chiefs justified, or is it just jealousy disguised as criticism? But not all the headlines are about the win. Some are about what happened after one of those iconic plays. Here's the situation. Late in the second quarter, after Mahomes ran into the end zone for a touchdown, Kelce got face-to-face with Bills safety Damar Hamlin, clearly exchanging some words. Before things could escalate any further, Bills defensive tackle Jordan Phillips stepped in, making contact with Kelce and knocking him backward. Phillips was hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which brought the Chiefs' extra point attempt closer. But here's the twist. Kelce wasn't flagged for his actions, and that's where the controversy begins. Many fans and analysts are debating whether Kelce's initial interaction with Hamlin should have been called a taunt. While it wasn't penalized during the game, the NFL has a history of reviewing these types of situations and issuing fines after the fact. Earlier this postseason, Bills players Mack Hollins and Reed Ferguson were fined for taunting during a game against the Denver Broncos, though no incidents were flagged on the field. This wouldn't be the first time Kelce has caught the league's attention for his antics. In Week 17, he was fined $14,069 for unsportsmanlike conduct when he kicked the ball over the crossbar named after Hall of Fame tight end Tony Gonzalez. So the NFL keeping tabs on Kelce isn't exactly new. But here's the thing, Chiefs fans, this isn't just about fines or penalties. It's about passion. Kelce plays with fire, and that's part of what makes him so good. That edge is what fuels his ability to dominate on the field and inspire the entire team. Sure, it might put him in the league office's crosshairs from time to time, but isn't that a trade-off we're willing to make? So, what do you think? Was Kelce's interaction just a bit of competitive fire, or do you think the NFL will, or should, step in with a fine? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And before you go, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates as we gear up for another Super Bowl run. Let's keep the conversation going, and as always, go Chiefs!